Imagine coming upon Phoebe Cates, the iconic star of Fast Times at Ridgemont High, in a private archive and finding her in pictures so bold they redefine her girl-next-door image. You can tell she's venturing into uncharted territory right away, raw, uncensored, and stunning. You won't believe what you're seeing in the last shot, so keep watching. It opens in a softly lit boudoir from the 1980s, decorated with velvet and pastel silks. With a white silk robe falling off her shoulders, Phoebe stands facing an elaborate mirror with her back to the camera. Her torso is exposed to the photographer's gaze as the fabric gathers around her nude hips. It demonstrates how much more potent suggestion can be than outright disclosure. You can practically hear the shutter clicking softly as it captures her elegant vulnerability. A black and white image then appears from her personal studio in the living room. With her arms hanging casually above her head and her legs crossed at the ankle, Phoebe leans back on a soft sofa. Her body's natural curves are unaffected by any clothing, demonstrating the ageless nature of the feminine form in its most unadulterated aspect. You can practically feel the silence of vintage Hollywood glitz permeating the atmosphere. A candid camera captures Phoebe leaning against a tiled wall in a steamy restroom as you keep scrolling. Every line of her silhouette is emphasized by the water droplets that adhere to her skin. Using one arm to cover her chest, she displays the gentle curve of her waist with the other. It demonstrates how even impromptu, unplanned events may become into unforgettable moments. The air is practically filled with the scent of steam scented with eucalyptus. A sunrise beach photo emerges halfway through. Phoebe is standing on the beach, her ankles being kissed by the soft sea. She wears a sheer sarong around her waist, but nothing can be inferred from its translucency. Evidence that light, wind, and water can work together to produce a living painting. You can practically feel the early morning chill on your skin, and hear the waves crashing in the distance. A studio-like ensemble against a white cyclorama backdrop follows. With her arms folded tightly across her chest, Phoebe strikes a profile pose, allowing the camera to capture her belly's soft swell and the sleek line of her ribs. It is evidence that vulnerability is a sign of true confidence. Every form is almost shaped by the hum of strong studio flooding. However, the last image is the one that gets discussed the most. Moonlight gathers about Phoebe in a quiet garden. Standing beneath an old oak, she covers her heart with one hand while tracing the bark with the other. Silver shadows cover the remainder of her body, demonstrating how nature and night can evoke a reverie that surpasses any image taken in the daylight. The sound of leaves whispering overhead is practically audible. You may see why Phoebe Cates' personal images have come back to light as evidence of her timeless beauty and unafraid genuineness after you've watched the entire thing. If you were astounded by these pictures, click like and share with others that value timeless charm. Tell us which shot most affected you in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell to ensure you don't miss any more exclusive releases. Thank you for viewing. Be brave yourself.